Sometimes I connect with candidates, and in the course of our communication, the very first minutes of the communication, I'm like, wow, this is the type of candidate which my company needs. And I start pushing the hiring team to expedite the interview process. At the same time, I connect with some candidates, and during the very first minutes of the communication, I've already arrived at a rejection decision. Regardless of how many hours you will spend in that meeting, I've already made a decision based on the communication. So this is not only about Joseph. This is a common practice that no one will tell you in the recruitment world and with hiring panels. The silent decisions are taken from the very first minutes you connect during your interviews. So what makes the difference between these candidates that get selected or given a go-ahead to go to the next interview round and the ones that get rejected instantly? From experience supporting the hiring of over 2,000 employees across my career span and being part of the hiring interviews and supporting hiring managers with informed decisions, I can tell you that the candidates that get selected easily, they always communicate with structure. They have keywords embedded in their sentences, and they're very, very eloquent. They know the type of words, they know the right words to use at what instance. These candidates always, in terms of structure, they always elaborate, give a brief description of their company activities, the industry dynamics, the industry challenges, the implications of their roles, the challenges which their roles had, and how they were able to solve those challenges. But in communicating with this structure, they choose the right keywords. You know, from experience, nobody communicates with the right industry keywords without having hands-on experience or without having lived that experience. It's very difficult. So the usage of those keywords directly translate experience of that person, and it creates an eloquent way of communication in the mind of the recruiter. Meanwhile, the bad candidates or the poor candidates, they're always very generic. You cannot really define what they want to say, their involvement in the context. You cannot really know what the company's, their challenges were. So in the end of the day, they give the recruiter more work to ask more questions. You see the recruiter keep asking. Whereas the good candidates, before you ask the next question, they already gave you the response to that question in their current responses. So learn how to structure your communication by giving a brief introduction about the company you're working for, the industry context, the dynamics, the challenges of that particular industry as regards to your role, and also the challenges which your role had, the implications you had in resolving those challenges. And by doing so, you utilize the right keywords. No one uses keywords from space. People who communicate with the right keywords are people who have had to do that thing. This is from experience. So moving forward, get your interview decided from the very first minutes by amplifying your eloquence. Amplifying your eloquence, lay down a structure, choose the right keywords, and you will find yourself before you reach home with an offer letter. I want to wish you all the best in your job search.